Hi everybody, it's Tony, and this is what my outlet looks like. It's been in here for a while. The top is wore out. I should have replaced this a while back, but I hadn't bought a dark receptacle. Just hadn't thought about it, so I finally got myself one. But as you can see, it is powered on, and also you can see from the light connected to it, I'm getting light out of it, so I know there's power there. Always remember, as somebody shared at one of my previous videos, check your multimeter, whatever you've got that detects electricity. The batteries could be bad in it and give you a false reading. So something like this, a light plugged into it, I know it's working. So gonna gather my tools up and get started and cut the power to it. Always remember that. All right, so I apologize, it's a little dark, but this is what it looks like with the plate off. I have my new one that looks pretty much identical to it. And got my new screwdriver. You can see me talk about that in my Lowe's haul. Alrighty, I will be right back. Alright, with the plug partially pulled out, try to give a look here into the side. One thing, no, they didn't leave me much wire to play with here, but that's kind of normal from what I've seen in this house. Something I haven't seen in a long time, if you'll notice on the side, they have a wire, little piece of wire connecting the top screw here with the bottom screw here. So that's basically to tie both of these together so they work together. You could possibly wire this up to have like the top part of the switch, or the top part of the receptacle on a switch, that way it goes on and off and the bottom part stay live. And I apologize, the light's not great down here. On these newer receptacles, you'll notice these are hooked together with a piece of metal. So if I wanted to wire this up to where the top would work on a switch, the bottom would be live all the time, or whichever way I wanted it to go, I could simply break off this little tab here that connects the two, and that would, you know, serve that purpose. So we have the little tab on both sides. Alrighty, just wanted to share that little tidbit with you. Alright, so I had to get some better lighting over here in the corner. It's always important to be able to see what you're looking at. A little tip that I forgot to mention. Basically, if you're in a situation where your breakers aren't labeled, they're in another part of the house, like mine's in the basement. So basically, I was able to have a light plugged in, have Amy holler at me when I hit the right breaker. Now, if you don't have somebody to help, you can, if you have like a radio or something like that, plug it in, start flipping breakers till you hear the radio go off. Just a little tip there that decided I'd share. So I noticed from looking in here that the top of this is actually busted. Don't know how that would have happened, but anyway, gonna take this out and then I'll get back with you there. So basically, the old outlet just kind of broke apart on me when I was pulling it out. So kind of got some pieces left, and it is an interesting note from the side. Like I said, it's important to see what you're seeing. This did have the tab between the two sides. I thought they'd use a strip of wire because that's what it looked like. And hopefully nobody gets sick, but here is what my outlet looks like. Alright, so here's the new one installed. Went fairly easy. Did kind of find out that this old box in the wall isn't exactly, I don't know, square. You're going to find weird stuff when you deal with houses that are over 50 years old. just kind of the way it is. So I can't stress enough, if you're not comfortable with electricity, think of it as a living creature. Anything touching something in there you shouldn't have, you're going to get a light show when you turn the power back on. So, man, my light died. Alrighty, sorry about that. So I'm going to turn the power back on, make sure it's okay. Well, I'm going to put the face back on, then we'll go turn the power on, make sure everything's all right, and be back with you to finish this up in a minute. And again, sorry about the power dying, or my flashlight rather.